Welcome to httravel, where we take you to the most amazing places on the planet. Today, join us on a journey to discover Sweden, the jewel of Scandinavia, where majestic nature blends with unique culture and warm people. Imagine yourself standing on a snow-capped mountain in Lapland, watching the northern lights, or walking through the quaint streets of Stockholm. Sweden is not just a destination, but an inspiring story of balance, creativity, and natural beauty. With httravel, we will explore the unique aspects of Sweden, from nature, culture, to cuisine and history. Get ready for an unforgettable trip. Sweden is located in the heart of the Scandinavian peninsula in northern Europe, with an area of approximately 450,000 square kilometers, making it the third largest country in the European Union. It borders Norway to the west, Finland to the northeast, and Denmark to the south via the Øresund Bridge, an engineering marvel that connects the two countries by road and rail. Sweden's geography offers a wide variety of landscapes, from the fertile plains of Skåne to the majestic mountains of Lapland. Stretching from latitudes of 55 to 69 degrees north, Sweden's climate ranges from temperate in the south to subarctic in the north, resulting in bright summers with nearly 24 hours of daylight and cold winters, ideal for viewing the northern lights. The more than 3,200 kilometers coastline along the Baltic Sea and the Gulf of Bothnia offers stunning scenery, from steep cliffs to soft sandy beaches. Sweden is home to more than 270,000 islands, with the Stockholm archipelago being the highlight, where you can explore quaint fishing villages or modern resorts. Sweden's strategic location has shaped its historical role as a trade and cultural hub in northern Europe. Since Viking times, sea routes have connected Sweden to the world, and today, ports like Gothenburg remain important gateways for trade. Sweden's geography not only creates natural beauty, but also deeply influences the lifestyle, culture, and economy of its people. It's the perfect place to start your exploration of northern Europe, where land, sea, and sky blend into one beautiful picture. Sweden's nature is a living canvas, with a diversity of forests, lakes, and majestic mountains. The country has more than 100,000 lakes, including Vänern, the largest in northern Europe, spanning 5,600 square kilometers, famous for its clear blue waters and idyllic islands. Forests cover more than 60% of Sweden's land area and are home to moose, brown bears, and red foxes. Abisko National Park in Lapland is a top destination for viewing the northern lights, with its clear skies and rare tranquility. Kebnekaise, Sweden's highest mountain at 2,097 meters, attracts hikers with its challenging trails and breathtaking views. The Dalarna region, with its green meadows and traditional red wooden houses, has a picturesque serenity. Sweden also has national parks like Sarek, which have no fixed trails, for adventurers who want to experience the wilderness. Each season in Sweden has its own beauty: spring with wildflowers, summer with brilliant light, autumn with orange forests, and winter with a blanket of snow. Sweden's strict environmental policies ensure that nature remains pristine, with carefully managed nature reserves. Visitors can enjoy activities such as hiking, boating on lakes, and bird watching in wetlands. Swedish nature is more than just a landscape, it is a source of inspiration, where you can find tranquility and a deep connection with the earth. The Baltic Sea is the heart of Sweden's coastline, stretching over 2,000 miles, 3,200 kilometers of coves, dramatic cliffs, and white sand beaches. The Stockholm archipelago, with its 30,000 islands, is one of the world's most beautiful destinations, where you can kayak in crystal clear waters, explore quaint fishing villages, or relax on pristine beaches. The largest island of the Baltic, Gotland, is famous for its medieval ruins, such as Visby Castle, and its beaches ideal for activities like windsurfing. The Baltic Sea is not only a landscape, but also a source of life, providing the herring, salmon, and shrimp that make up the Swedish cuisine. Ports like Gothenburg are bustling hubs of trade, with cargo ships and luxury yachts. Visitors can take ferry trips between islands, watch the sunset over the sea, or go scuba diving to explore underwater ecosystems with coral reefs and ancient shipwrecks. Sweden places a high priority on protecting the marine environment, with initiatives to clean water and preserve marine life. Fishing villages like Smogen, with their red wooden houses on the shore, offer a slow-paced feel and coastal culture. The Baltic Sea is also home to maritime festivals, such as the Marstrand Yacht Race, which attracts thousands of visitors. Coming to the Swedish Sea, you will see the harmony between man and nature, where each wave tells a story of history and culture. Sweden is a dream destination for winter sports enthusiasts, especially skiers. The resort of Åre, located in the province of Jämtland, is known as the ski capital of Sweden, with over 100 kilometers of slopes, from gentle slopes for beginners to challenging routes for professionals. Modern cable cars and powdery snow make Åre a top destination in Europe. The resort of Sälen, in Dalarna, is famous for its family runs and high-quality ski schools suitable for all ages. In addition to alpine skiing, Sweden also has dozens of kilometers of cross-country skiing, such as in Mora, where you can ski while looking out over snow-covered forests. Other activities such as dog sledding in Lapland or ice skating on frozen lakes offer unique experiences. Winter in Sweden lasts from November to April, with average temperatures ranging from -10 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius, creating ideal conditions for snow sports. Resorts offer cozy chalets where you can relax by the fireplace after a day of skiing. Sweden also hosts international ski competitions, such as the FIS Alpine World Cup in Åre, which attracts top athletes. In addition, activities such as ice fishing and building snow castles are popular, especially with children. Skiing in Sweden is not just a sport, but also a way to immerse yourself in Nordic winter culture, enjoying freedom amidst majestic snowy landscapes. Swedish culture is a blend of ancient traditions and modern spirit, creating a unique identity. The philosophy of lagom, living in moderation, is the basis of the Swedish way of life, from the design of homes to the way of communicating. Museums such as the Vasa in Stockholm, which houses a well-preserved 17th century warship, offer insight into the country's maritime history. The Viking ruins of Birka, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, contain ancient tombs and artifacts that tell the story of the legendary Viking era. Swedish folk music, with instruments such as the nyckelharpa, is still heard at traditional festivals in Dalarna. Meanwhile, modern culture is expressed through minimalist interior designs of IKEA, pop music of ABBA, or electronic music festivals such as Summerburst. Sweden is one of the pioneers of gender equality, with policies supporting women and the LGBTQ+ community. Cultural events such as National Day, June 6th, or the Göteborg Book Fair attract many visitors. Public art, such as the murals in Malmö, reflects the creative and open-minded spirit. Sweden is also famous for detective films and novels, such as Stieg Larsson's Millennium series. Swedish culture is not only about heritage, but also about constant innovation, connecting the past with the future in a harmonious and progressive way of life. Swedes are known for their friendliness, openness, and inventiveness, making them great travel companions. Equality is a core value, with society designed to ensure that everyone, regardless of gender or background, has equal opportunities. Swedes have made a global mark through inventions such as the three-point seat belt, the pacemaker, and technology companies such as Spotify and Skype. In the countryside, you'll find people living close to nature, often picking wild mushrooms, making crafts, or tending small farms. In cities like Stockholm or Malmö, people have a modern lifestyle, love art, fashion, and unique design cafes. The fika culture, drinking coffee and chatting, is an integral part of the Swedes' connection with friends and family. They are also very environmentally conscious, often using bicycles or trams to reduce emissions. Swedes have a strong sense of community, with volunteering and social projects regularly organized. They are also very hospitable, willing to share their culture and history with visitors. When meeting Swedes, you will feel the sincerity and passion for innovation, making every moment here memorable. Swedish cuisine is a journey of flavors, combining fresh ingredients with exquisite preparation. Köttbullar meatballs, served with mashed potatoes, cream sauce, and lingonberry jam, are a symbol of Swedish cuisine, loved all over the world. Salted herring, surströmming, with its unique flavor, is a challenge for the bravest of eaters, and is often enjoyed with potatoes and crusty bread. Smoked salmon, sea prawns, and fresh crab are coastal specialties, bringing a refined taste. In the summer, Swedes love to barbecue, such as venison or local sausages, often held by lakes or in the woods. Pastries are a highlight, with crispy waffles, fragrant kanelbulle, and prinsesstärta topped with signature green cream. Fika culture, drinking coffee and eating cake with friends, is a unique feature, often celebrated in cozy cafes. Sweden is also famous for its organic produce, from rich Västerbotten cheese to wild honey. Food markets like Östermalms Saluhall in Stockholm offer everything from traditional to modern cuisine. Sweden also has Michelin-starred restaurants, like Gastrologic, that offer fine dining experiences. Swedish food is more than just food, it's a way to connect with people and bring warmth in the cold. Festivals in Sweden are colorful moments that reflect the diversity of culture and nature. Midsummer, which takes place at the end of June, is the biggest event, when people gather to dance around flower poles, sing folk songs, and enjoy foods such as herring and new potatoes. This is when daylight lasts nearly 24 hours, creating a joyful atmosphere. Lucia on December 13th brings light to the dark winter, with girls wearing candle wreaths singing carols by candlelight. Music festivals like Way Out West in Göteborg or the Stockholm Jazz Festival attract thousands of visitors with their vibrant outdoor performances. In Lapland, indigenous Sami festivals celebrate the culture of the local people, with activities like reindeer racing, craft exhibitions, and traditional storytelling. Malmö's Food Festival offers cuisine from around the world, reflecting the diversity of modern Sweden. Christmas markets, like Skansen, add a festive atmosphere with stalls selling handicrafts and hot wine, glögg. Each festival in Sweden has its own color, from the warmth of tradition to the energy of modernity, making the country lively all year round. Sweden's history spans more than 1,000 years, from the Viking Age to a leading modern nation. In the 8th century, Swedish Vikings conquered distant lands, leaving behind a legacy in the form of stone runes and artifacts in Birka and Uppsala. The 17th century was the golden age of the Swedish Empire, when King Gustavus Adolphus transformed the country into a Baltic power. Monuments such as Kalmar Fortress and Drottningholm Palace tell the story of this era. Since the 19th century, Sweden has maintained a policy of neutrality, avoiding involvement in world wars and becoming a symbol of peace. Today, Sweden is known for its advanced social welfare system, providing free education and healthcare. Museums such as the Historiska Museet in Stockholm offer insight into its past, from prehistoric times to the present. Sweden is also the birthplace of Alfred Nobel, founder of the Nobel Prize, and inventor of dynamite. Sweden's history is also reflected in its architecture, such as the 13th century Uppsala Cathedral and the castles of Skane. From a nation of Viking warriors, Sweden has become a model of social progress and innovation, making important contributions to the world in science, culture, and peace. Sports are an integral part of Swedish life, reflecting the active and passionate spirit of the people. Football is the most popular sport, with players such as Zlatan Ibrahimovic becoming global icons. The Swedish national team regularly participates in major tournaments such as the World Cup and Euros. Ice hockey is also very popular, with the national team winning multiple gold medals at the Olympics and World Championships. Outdoor sports such as running, cycling, and kayaking attract large numbers of participants thanks to the abundance of nature. Cities such as Stockholm have outdoor parks and modern gyms, encouraging a healthy lifestyle. Swedes also enjoy less popular sports, such as floorball and orienteering. Community sports programs, such as outdoor yoga classes and marathons, are regularly held. Participating in sport in Sweden is not only a way to stay fit, but also an opportunity to connect with nature and the community, creating an active and balanced lifestyle. Sweden has maintained a policy of neutrality since 1814, avoiding involvement in wars and focusing on peacekeeping. However, the Swedish military remains modern and sophisticated, with the Air Force flying the Saab-built JAS-39 Gripen fighter jet, one of the most advanced in the world. The Navy protects the long coastline and trade routes in the Baltic Sea with stealthy submarines and modern patrol boats. The Swedish military participates in UN peacekeeping missions, such as in Mali and Kosovo, demonstrating its commitment to global security. The conscription system was reinstated in 2017, with both men and women serving, reflecting the spirit of equality. Military bases, such as those in Boden or Karlsborg, are equipped with advanced technology, but still blend in with the surrounding nature. Sweden also invests heavily in cyber defense, protecting its digital infrastructure against modern threats. Sweden's defense policy emphasizes preparedness and defense, with regular exercises with NATO countries, although it is not officially a member. The Swedish military is not only a national defense force, but also a symbol of the balance between power and peace, reflecting the country's neutrality but not passivity. Stockholm, the capital of Sweden, is known as the Venice of the North, with 14 islands connected by more than 50 bridges. The old town of Gamla stan is the heart of the city, with cobblestone streets, brightly painted houses, and the ornate royal palace where official ceremonies take place. The Nobel Museum in Gamla stan tells the stories of people who changed the world, while the ABBA Museum brings the excitement of pop music. Stockholm is a hub of economics and innovation, with tech companies like Spotify and King leading the digital industry. Parks like Djurgården are great for walking, cycling, or attending outdoor events. Stockholm's metro system, with stations decorated like art galleries, is a unique highlight. The city also hosts international events, such as the Nobel Prize ceremony and the Stockholm Marathon. With its mix of history, culture, and modernity, Stockholm offers a diverse range of experiences, from cozy cafes to Michelin-starred restaurants. This is where you can feel the pulse of Sweden, from the tranquility of nature to the excitement of the city. Sweden is a global model for innovation and sustainability, leading the world in building a green future. Over 50% of the country's energy comes from renewable sources, such as hydropower, wind, and biomass, with offshore wind farms in the Baltic and hydroelectric dams in the north. Cities such as Malmö and Växjö are designed as green cities, with energy-efficient buildings and zero-carbon public transport. Sweden has a world-class waste recycling system, with 99% of waste being reused or converted into energy, and almost no waste going to landfill. Companies like Volvo and Scania are pioneers in producing electric cars and zero-emission trucks, helping to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Sweden encourages innovation through its startup hubs, especially in clean technology and artificial intelligence. Swedes are actively involved in environmental movements, from cycling to tree planting campaigns. The Flygskam Flight Shame movement has promoted sustainable travel, with overnight trains connecting Sweden to Europe. Sweden aims to become a carbon-neutral country by 2045, with policies supporting clean energy and environmental education. This commitment is not only a responsibility, but also a source of pride for Swedes, making the country a symbol of sustainable development. Thank you for joining httravel to explore Sweden, a country where nature, culture, and innovation come together. From the sparkling northern lights in Lapland, the quaint streets of Stockholm, to the delicious taste of waffles during fika hour, Sweden offers unforgettable experiences. This is where you can ski on beautiful slopes, sail among the Baltic Islands, or learn about the glorious Viking history. Sweden is not just a destination, but an inspiration to live a balanced, creative, and close-to-nature life. Keep following httravel to explore new lands, and don't forget to set foot in Sweden to feel the beauty of Northern Europe for yourself.